So I've been getting a lot of DMs and emails asking about my app that I have built, and I thought, why not make a video about it? But first, here's a short intro about myself. I am Arman Ansari, co-founder of Bluesmith AI and a software developer. I have worked at companies like Reliance Jio, Hewlett Packard, and tons of freelancing jobs. And one of those jobs involved developing a complete e-commerce solution for my clients. And when I was doing so, I found out a big headache of a problem that almost nobody was talking about, which was low visibility on Google Shopping due to Google Merchant Center giving tons of errors. In short, your customers are not able to find your listed products just by searching on Google. And now you might be thinking that this video doesn't concern you. You have nothing related to Google Merchant Center. Hang on a minute and let me explain you why this does concern you. Irrespective of what e-commerce platform that you are using, whether it be Shopify, WooCommerce, BigCommerce, or Etsy, or maybe eBay, doesn't matter. This issue does concern you and this hampers your e-commerce business in many ways. In my experience, if you have not connected your e-commerce business with the Google Merchant Center, then my friend, you are leaving a lot of money on the table and you should connect it right away. Now getting back to the topic of low visibility, there are many aspects to it that needs to be fixed first. But there are these three parametrics that are almost every single time either wrong or completely not present. For example, let's say if a Shopify store owner has connected his store with Google Merchant Center, he's struck with so many errors. You will see errors like missing categories, invalid categories, missing gender, missing age group. Now you might say, this isn't that much of a big deal. Like you can edit it there and then. Well, hell yeah, you can. If you have 2 to 10 products, you can. I have been there and done that for hours. And trust me, what would you do if you have large inventories? Because I have seen clients with inventories as massive as hundreds to 10,000s of products. You can't just sit around and keep editing those 3 values. I have been editing those values manually or paying for expensive tools that hardly got the job done. Until and unless you fix all those errors in Google Merchant Center, Google is not going to show your products to anyone on the internet, even if you list it in Google Merchant Center. And you're losing so much of the organic traffic, which Google should be redirecting it to your store. And we have not even started talking about how this all affects your ads budget. More on that later, but for now, you need to understand what is Google Product Category Taxonomy. That is basically Google recommending the way you should use categories in your product section. Well, there are 2 obvious ways to fix it. One is you can go directly to Google Product Category Taxonomy file, search for each categories manually, copy it, and then paste it into the original data source. Now you will have to do this for all of your products. This can be very time consuming. And this video is not only about fixing the errors in the Shopify, it is also about fixing it irrespective of the e-commerce platform. Now you're probably thinking, hey Arman, I hear you that we need to fix our product categories and we shouldn't be doing it manually. So what is the fix that you suggest? That's where the second method comes in, wherein you can use any of those apps which bulk fixes those errors quickly but charges your pocket heavily on a monthly basis. Or you can use the app that I have created just for you guys. So let's visualize the problem on the screen first. Then I will show you how the app actually works. For demonstration purpose, we will pick a scenario. Let's say that you have connected your e-commerce store like Shopify with Google Merchant Center. Now this can be different for you guys. It can either be WooCommerce, BigCommerce, Etsy, etc. So if you are doing it for Shopify store, you will be having some products listed and some of your products are either categorized accurately, inaccurately, or not at all. In any case, you have no way to know that until and unless Google Merchant Center flags it as a missing category or invalid category, something like that. But here's the weird part: for Google knows what reason, empty or invalid categories do not get flagged by Google immediately. I have written many mails to Google asking about this exact issue, but haven't got any concrete reply from them. And if your store is connected also to Pinterest, then the same GMC errors will also be visible in the diagnostic section of your catalog. In fact, Pinterest is far better at flagging those issues than GMC, and this is how the error would look like in Pinterest. So this screenshot displays how you will get a product category error in Pinterest if your product categories are not accurate or they are invalid or they are missing. which means even Pinterest follows Google taxonomy, just like I said earlier. Now coming back to Shopify, herein you will see that this product is not categorized yet, and Shopify is giving us a suggestion, and this suggestion is coming from Shopify taxonomy. Okay, so now it is up to you to accept it or not. And even if you do, this suggestion won't help you in resolving the errors that are coming on Google Merchant Center, because this is not the right field that we are supposed to edit. So in order for you to correct the Google Merchant Center categories, you will have to go inside meta fields, click on view definitions, and go and look for view unstructured meta fields. Herein you will see this meta field section called as Google Shopping Google product category. And now it is telling us that we have 819 products, which means that we have defined this Google product category for other 819 products. We have not defined it for this product. That's why it is asking us to add definition for this product. Now we can do it from here also, but then again this becomes a manual process and you will have to keep on repeating the same steps for each and every product which are not categorized. So let's just leave it there and let me show you a different example. So I will go back, I will go to products and I will look for a product which is already been categorized. So in order for you to visualize how the Google product category should be categorized in the first place. All of these products are not categorized, by the way. And let's choose this product. It says pet winter color matching cotton padded clothes. Now you see we have categorized it based on Google taxonomy. So here the category comes out to be dog supplies and pet supplies. But Shopify follows its own taxonomy, so Shopify is giving us a different suggestion. So we will go past that and we will look for unstructured meta fields. Now since this product is already categorized, we will be able to see the Google product category ID of this product, which is 5. Now we have categorized this product under dog supplies and dog supplies ID is 5. So here it is showing us as 5. And if you want to verify it, and also if you want to see how you will keep on doing manual stuff, manually editing each of this field, I'll show you that. You have to go to this link. I will share this link in the description. And this is basically Google product category taxonomy. So if you want to categorize your products based on Google taxonomy, you will have to come in here, press on Ctrl F and search for your product. Let's say you are selling a Sony headphones. You have to search for headphones. So now here are the suggestions, and among all the suggestions, this one is the correct category, which is 543626. This is the accurate category for a Sony headphone. Now let's do the same for the product that I showed you earlier. So the product name was some kind of pet winter color matching cotton padded dog cloth. So you can't just come in here and search for dog cloth. Best you can do is you can search for dog and related to it things will come over here. So here it is saying as dog supplies. Okay, and the ID is 5 over here. And the accurate category for this product should be dog apparel, since it's going under dog clothes. So we will fix that too. See, I told you earlier that it might either be categorized accurately or inaccurately, and you have no way to know that until and unless you do that manual research by coming in here and searching for each product and then figuring out which category will go under which product. And this is a very tedious task to do. This is not something that humans should be doing in 2026. Okay, with that out of the way, let's just proceed. And since we have established that we need to fill this section, you have to enter Google product ID over here. So now that we have seen the issue firsthand, we have visualized it, we know where the problem actually lies and what needs to be fixed. So now when you are in Google Merchant Center, and I'm assuming that you have connected your e-commerce platform with Google Merchant Center, so all you have to do is go to product section and come inside this needs attention tab, wherein you will see multiple products that have been flagged by Google. So right now we are seeing some of the products which are showing missing age group, missing gender, and some of the warnings are too strict, saying restricted adult content, and this is a separate topic that we will discuss some other time. And right now we are not seeing many issues related to category, and I'll tell you why this happens. But if you are here and you'll see something like this, occasionally you will see something like this saying that invalid product category if your product category is not accurate. And sometimes you'll also see it's like missing product category. So let's get back and look at the errors, and we will fix all those, and not manually. Before doing that, we should understand what actually happens. Like, see, this process is very complicated. That is why many e-commerce business owners hire freelancers like us to do this, because it is a really complicated and tedious task. it is manual and you need a lot of things that you should take into consideration. That's why e-commerce business owners pay a lot of money to freelancers to fix all these issues. With that being said, let's just take a look at what all cases that can arise when you're trying to fix these issues. So suppose you have connected your e-commerce store and this is your product, and let's say this is case number 1. So what happens is you have not categorized this product, and the suggestion is coming here from Shopify Taxonomy. And if you see the same product in Google Merchant Center, you will see here that nothing over here says anything about Google product category because Google has not detected it yet. And if we go into edit product section, and when we'll scroll over here, we will see that multiple errors. Some are flags, sometimes they are flagged, sometimes they are not. So here is the example. See, this product is not flagged for gender, even though the gender is not mentioned here. Neither it is been flagged for age group, and age group is also not mentioned here. And when it comes to category, see, Google is asking us to leave this section empty, leave empty to have a category auto assigned. Okay, but in my experience, if Google fails to assign it in the first go, it will hardly get assigned. So cases like this rarely gets flagged by Google as missing category. So you need to take action over here and fix this. And you know what? Pinterest immediately flags these issues. So this is case 1. Now let's move to case 2. Okay. Let's take an example of this product, evening dress banquet slimming fishtail. So herein also you have not assigned the category yet. Okay. And let's say what Google Merchant Center says about it. So in the Google Merchant Center, you will see that this product is categorized. So this is case 2. You have not categorized the product in your source, but Google was able to assign an accurate category to it, which is the safe zone for you, and you do not need to take action for it. But the problem here is you do not know which product is auto-categorized by Google, because as I said in the earlier case, that even missing categories are rarely flagged, and even if they do, it can take up to weeks. This irregularity is bad for your business. So let's jump to case 3. So let's take a look at this product for our case 3. And it's a puppy clothes thermal extra thick with fleece sweater. Basically, it's a sweater for puppies, right? And let's say you have not categorized it. So let's see what Google Merchant Center does to it. So in the Google Merchant Center, you'll able to see that this product has been categorized by Google, but the category is completely inaccurate. See, Google is categorizing this product under cameras and optics, camera and optic accessories, optic accessories, thermal optic accessories. This is not what we are looking for from Google. So this proves my point that Google can make mistakes and you will need to fix this. And here also, there are same problems just like case 2, that the missing categories or the invalid or inaccurate categories are rarely flagged. And even if they do, like, they can take up to weeks. So it's better that you fix it on your own. Now let's take a look at case 4. So let's say this is your product and you have categorized this product. This is some kind of lumbar support for dogs, and you have categorized it accurately based on Google Taxonomy. So let's say what Google Merchant Center is telling us about this product. And yes, Google was able to accurately catch the category which you have assigned it in your primary source. So this product is categorized accurately. This is the only safest case where you do not need to do anything, but you do not know which category has been accurately captured by Google. Now let's take a look at case 5. So case 5 can be this product where a dog is wearing a winter cloth, which we saw earlier in our previous example. I showed you this product was categorized as dog supplies, which is a parent category, and we need to accurately target the category. So this product was supposed to go in dog supplies and then apparels. So let's say what happens in our Google Merchant Center. Okay, so for this product, Google has captured the wrong category. Since the same thing that is showing up here, which is present in our primary source, this needs to be fixed, irrespective of Google flagging it or not. Because now the Google will display this product to wrong audience, and also your ad spends will take a hit. Now, since we have identified the problem and too much of theory has been explained, let's jump to action now. Here is where the web app that I have built comes to rescue. So this is our app. It's called Product Category Finder. And now if you go through the home page and read all the articles that I have written here, go to learn more, and these are the articles that I have written related to Google Product Category Taxonomy and how it affects all the other social commerces and other e-commerce platforms, then you will come to know that how inaccurate categories affect your ads spend. And trust me, it's a huge deal. You are losing a lot of money in ads if your categories are not accurate. So you can go through this, read it completely. And moving on to fixing things. So it is a very simple and straightforward process. Just go to your e-commerce store. So right now we are using Shopify, but it can be anything else for you. WooCommerce, Etsy, eBay. It will work with almost every e-commerce platform. See, every e-commerce platform has their own taxonomy. Even Amazon has their own taxonomy. But the reason we are using Google taxonomy is we want to harness the search engine power of Google, and we want to showcase our products in a pipeline where Google is able to distribute it throughout the world. So enough talks and let's start fixing. So these are the products that have not been categorized or been categorized incorrectly. So what you have to do now is you have to export all the products in a CSV format. And for example, I will select 50 of these, okay, and I will export it. And the products have been exported. All you have to do is download it, unzip the folder, open the CSV file. You can choose any sheet editing software or web app, whichever suits you, like Google Sheet or Excel. I will be using Google Sheet. So I have opened this downloaded CSV in the Google Sheet, and let me hide the unnecessary columns because all we have to work with is the title column. A few others. I'm not deleting those columns, I'm just hiding it. It is really important that you should not delete this exported CSV because this is the original primary data export and we will be using it after we have fixed the category. So do not delete it, do not edit any other value if you do not want problems in future with your data sources. So do not edit any other value other than what I'm showing you. So with that out of the way, I have hidden all the necessary columns that we do not need. Our first task involves only working with the title column. So I'll select the column and I will hide all the unnecessary empty spaces. So I will click on filter, go to filter, uncheck blanks, click on OK, and all the empty spaces are hidden now. Now all we have to do is copy all the product names from the title column. Once we have copied all the products, all we have to do is go to the app, product category.site. Once you are here, you can click on fix my categories now, and this will take you to the actual processing tool. Now let's go for processing. This is the actual tool that we will be working with, and this bulk search option is only visible when you are logged in. So a fan disclaimer, this is a paid tool, but I'm giving 5 free tokens for anyone who comes here for the first time and wants to try it out. They can do a single search, something like putting a name of a product and then searching for it. Here is the category. So you can test it out. You have 5 tokens. If your store only has 5 products, then this tool becomes completely free for you guys. And even if you have large quantities, like up to 20 products, then what you can do is you can log in. Once you log into the app, you will get 15 more tokens free. That way, if you have a store with 20 products, then still the app remains free for you guys. You can categorize all your 20 products just by manually searching, or even you can use a bulk upload feature. Now, since we have copied all the titles from here, which are around 20 product titles, what we'll do is we will download the CSV template from here. Once the CSV template is been downloaded, you can open it, and you do not need to put in description because description is overkill. I want to keep it very simple, so product titles works just fine. You don't have to put in the description. So I am removing the dummy data from here, okay, and I will paste in the product titles that I have copied. Once that has been pasted, I will save the template CSV, close the editor, and I will click on upload. Once you have uploaded the CSV, the tool will tell you that how many product rows you have, how many tokens will be used, and how many will be left remaining. So if you do not have the enough amount of tokens in your account, then let's say if you have only 40 tokens and the operation needs 50 tokens, then in that case only 40 will get processed and the remaining 10 will be left empty. And since this is processing, we'll go to pricing, and the token pricing is very cheap. Like you are getting one token, which is one product search for $0.02. That means if you have 100 products in your store and you want to categorize 100 products, it will only cost you $2. And for 1000 products, you can just look at it. The usage cost of this tool is dirt cheap. You can literally get your 1000 products inventory completely categorized in minutes for only $20, which is way faster and cheaper than hiring a freelancer for the job. And not only categorize, but also age group and gender. This is literally 3 birds with 1 stone. Imagine editing those 3 values manually or paying subscription for some other tool that you are gonna use it once or twice or maybe thrice in a year, but will keep paying for it every month. That is why I have made this categorizer in such a way that you only have to pay as much as you use. I am also offering a 10% discount code welcome10 just for you guys watching this video. The app is super cheap and is going to save a lot of time and money. In fact, it will boost your conversions so high, you will return here to thank me. So let me check if the processing is done. And yes, and the operation has been completed in 67 seconds and all of the 50 products have been matched. So you can see these are the Google product categories. These are the genders that we need to fix and the age group. So all you have to do is download the results from here, which I have already downloaded. And here are the results. I have opened it in the Google Sheet. So these were your product titles. Description will remain empty. Okay, let's hide description for now. These are the Google product IDs that you will be needing. The product categories. You can fill it if you want, even if you leave it empty, it's fine. And the gender and the age group, which is a must. So first we will copy all the Google product category IDs, and now we will go back to our original primary data source sheet and paste all the IDs. Then we will do the same for the gender and age group. That's it. We are done with 95% of the process. Now all we have to do is save the file. Since we are on this web app, we will have to download it in a CSV format. Once you have downloaded all you have to do is go back to your e-commerce platform, upload the CSV file, uncheck publish new products to all sales channel, and check mark override products with matching handles. Upload and preview. Now this might take few minutes or so. The products have been imported. I'll do a quick refresh. In fact, we didn't even touch the product category field, and yet everything is completely filled over here. Just because we categorized only Google product category meta field, this category field got automatically mapped. And now your Shopify products are completely categorized using Google product category taxonomy. Now let's move on to Google Merchant Center and check for those products which were inaccurately categorized, and let's find out if my app does actually work or not. So this was one of the product which was categorized under thermal optics by Google, under optic accessory. So now when I see the products have been categorized under dog apparel, which is the accurate category for this product. When you upload the CSV file in the Shopify, Google Merchant Center might take a day or two or maybe few hours to update over here. And once it gets updated, after a while, you will see the right category section. Now let's move on to the next product. So even this product was inaccurately categorized. It was not categorized in the child tree, it was categorized in the parent tree just by saying animal and pet supplies. Now it has been accurately categorized in the dog apparel section. So that's the power of the app that I have built. It saves you a lot of time and costs you a few bucks. Now I'm planning to expand the capabilities of this tool in future. So if you would like me to add some more features to it, then your feedback is always welcome. You can also join my Discord community and let me know if you face any kind of error. If you have found this video helpful, then please like, comment and share. Make sure you subscribe if you want to see more e-commerce related videos just like this. With that being said, see you in the next one.